RimWorld, we have like over 300 fucking colonists now. Let's get in here. I don't know which one I clicked on then. I'll know immediately when I load in. I'll explain why in a second once I can confirm which one it is. I knew someone who couldn't even say the word spider without them going full cringe and squeal over it. Oh yeah. Like I said, just different people, different reactions to spiders and stuff. Yes, okay. So the reason why I wasn't sure which save I just loaded into was after stream last week, there was a couple of spots that I haven't quite figured out where I want them to be and the additions to my layout. It's really hard to, at this scale, to kind of notice it when I'm streaming. I think when I was much like smaller streamer, and when I had less colonists, I had a bit more thought capacity time between conversations and activities in the game and stuff. And I could kind of do more of my layout visually. So I literally can't remember what the fuck that's supposed to be. I'm really hoping I took screenshots. Oh, it's a battery room. And there we go. I left clues. I left clues myself. I'm going to make some battery rooms because I don't have battery rooms around the place. I'm going to change this, but I actually considered just halving this into a dual diamond with like a center line through it, but we'll see. I've got a couple of proper grow rooms. I did look up how the fuck to spiral these. I also don't know why I'm missing one there. I guess somebody must move something. That's fine. We'll put that there. But yeah, I ended up looking up how the fuck to do this. Because I had a picture. I had a picture last year and I lost it. And I couldn't find an accurate picture of what I wanted to do when I was streaming. And I'm like, well, fuck you, I guess. I'll do this. I also wasn't that thrilled with like spiraling it. So I didn't really care too much. But yeah, apart from that, I don't know what that's supposed to be. Hospital, I think. Yeah, that's right. I left a hospital bed. This is why it's important to take screenshots and write shit down. But because this was after stream, I didn't have like any physical notes to mention and stuff. So basically what I want to do is I kind of want to reduce these couple of grow rooms so that they're a little bit more compacted. Ideally, they'll give me a bit more space for the animal beds and stuff around here. And yeah, hopefully this will all tie in visually to it being mostly horizontal this time instead of being vertical like we had last time. That's it. That's under blanket, Viking Tabley. No, you're okay, Viking. Thank God for clues. I scratched myself out of building the multi-analyzer. I don't know if I've had one of those for a while, honestly. I think they're what, for researching? Hold on. I've kind of forgotten. There's a few things I haven't built for a while. I also forgot to move my chat out of the way. There we go. I move it between games. So let's see what a multi-analyzer is. Wherever the fuck they are. Increased research speed when placed in a high-tech research bench unlocks new research projects. Each research bench can be used as one multi. Alright. Yeah. They're researching from about halfway point onwards. Yeah, I haven't needed that for a while. I stopped here. I stopped before they got to Starflight Basics, and I was like, "Oh, we'll just research this like last little bit here, right? We'll research that near the end." Anyway, it turns out there's books that can give them that, so yeah, they ended up researching anyway. But I think we finished researching stuff. I don't know if it was on the first location, but we definitely didn't need research benches at Dryden. So it was somewhere between 1 and 2. And then they got like books and shit. Really fresh colony here. I'm at 4th season, I think. Oh yeah. 4th season is in first year or... oh, wait, 4th session. Hold on. Don't mind me. I get there eventually. I'm just having a quick look at my notes so I can cap you guys up with what we did last week. My panther crazy died. We built some beds. We assigned some couples to bed. We discovered some marble chunks were lacking, and we set up some deep drills to bring in more marble. So it doesn't sound like we did much, but it still took like a while, because also I did a count. We're gonna have 348 beds, 348 colonists accounted for in bedding once I'm done building this place. Right, so all down here, this will have like double beds and single beds and stuff, and we're gonna have more than we have in colonists. So that is very good. Also, I can't remember why I took out that chunk. This is fine. Oh, I think I was gonna do air conditioning in here. That's not a bad spot for it. I've got one up there. I could put like a side door thing to this. There is a door over here. I also changed around a little bit of where I wanted air conditionings and heaters. I was pretty fucking close to being like 1-to-1 equal, but I had to just rough it up a little bit and get it a bit more accurate. It's a mostly mirrored base. Visually, the border's mirrored, and what do you call it? The rest of it's kind of not. I don't know if that's got the lights there. I kind of want all the lights if I could. Paste that. There we go. Alright, that should paste it onto them if they're built and the wrong color, because I built some of these before I decided to change to the blue. I also made a decision about flooring. I am going to use the shelves, because apparently you can put corpses on it. I thought I couldn't, but apparently you can. And what else we got? I'm going to move the gold, I think. I'm going to turn that to silver. I know that gold and silver is about the same. I just don't like how gold looks. It's just so fucking yellow. So, yeah, I'm gonna change that out a bit. What are you building? Oh, you're building the multi... No, not the multi-analyzer, the comms building. I decided to put this shit outside too. Like, if it gets blown up, it gets blown up. But if it doesn't, that would be ideal. Who can I connect you to? I guess I could, like... You're kind of closer to this one. So, let's get you connected here. This is a bit of a roundabout way for this, but this will get it connected. I wanted to put this outside because it does need to be undercover indoors, and we got a little roof thing for it. Wherever that is. I haven't built a roof yet. I should be able to here, hopefully. I think I've got a second one of these coming, so this should be fine. It might be able to hold up to about that. Yeah. My dromedary calf died because fire. That is... Somebody set a fire in here? Do I have a pyromaniac that's hanging out here or something? Because, like, Lavia's on fire. I don't think there's no roof on this. Legrand, mate, I know you're going to beat out the fire. Can you rescue the panther instead? It's 105 days, so almost third year, I guess. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Oh, it would be when we cull the boomalope. Okay, the boomalope babies go kaboom in here. This is a bit of a problem. What did I make this out of? Limestone. Alright. Look, it's been like 1 week for me since I played, but I have done like a substantial amount of stuff in that 1 week. So a lot of this is a bit fuzzy to me, especially because the day after I streamed RimWorld last, I ended up staying up for like 27 hours. So it's a bit of a blur, and I planned the Billathon next week, which is all like Rim Connect and stuff during that. So my brain's kind of like a bit mush for what I'm actually doing in my colony, but we'll figure it out. Also, I am going to move over the solars and move them up. I cannot stand this bullshit of it sticking out and having it stick out all the way around. That was on me. So I'm going to fix that up, but I have to build them before I can destroy them, even though it's got destroy on them, because I still need electricity and shit, you know. I have a horrid sleep schedule. I stay up for long days like that. Well, typically I don't stream on Wednesday at the moment because I'm supposed to be doing my rigging, but usually Wednesdays I do find it's like the most disruptive in this area as well. So I was like, I don't know, I kept being kind of like kept awake by the fact that I still hadn't planned the billathon and I was running out of days, and I'm like, I could do my rigging or I could plan the billathon. So I sat down and planned the billathon because that was coming sooner. And I ended up planning all of my like scheduled rigging days for the year, and I think a month's worth of streams, and yeah, troubleshooting a bunch of stuff and doing a bit of layout stuff in here. So obviously like it was all paused, so none of this progressed, but I definitely wanted to get a look at where shit was going to go and stuff. I kind of wish that there was a different color in there, but that's fine. We'll get flaws and crap eventually. I'm still also a little bit scattered from like the spider and the audio issue, so just bear with me. I might take like 10-15 minutes to like settle with that. But we also have a components quest going. Not that one. I could probably do that. I want that. I want to see. It's at them, right? But I have like these two that I could go to first. I could send a small caravan of people with like decent wealth, and I could probably maybe buy the components. Or alternatively, hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, maybe 7. I could maybe do pods, although that would use up the components that I have bought. Already made, sorry. So these 7 components to ricochet people immediately over to traders. Basically what I'm thinking of is they won't get attacked. But that would mean that I wouldn't have necessarily the resources to sell them. I have a lot of stuff, but not a lot of free stuff to sell. Like I'm going to be using a lot of like wools. I'm trying to preserve all the meats and other foods. I do have a lot of gold and a lot of steel. I have like a shit ton of silver, but I've got to do floorings. So I kind of just don't want them to get attacked. I've got 2 pods I could potentially send out to like the furthest spot, load up with like 2 people and a shit ton of silver, kabam, off they go kind of thing. That could work. Hold on. Fuck it, let's do that. I know this is going to cost me a pod, but I'll take that hit. Let's see, who we want to send is probably, honestly, probably Corpsey and Labia, my 2 best talkers. I really got to fix them up too. Like, if I could get them like 100%, the kind of deals I would be getting would just be mint. Where is Corpsey and Labia? I thought I saw, oh, it's Larissa. Now, I thought I saw her for a second there. They'd be like right down near the bottom, because there's some of the older, well, Corpsey's an original, but there you are. Okay, I want you. Ideally, I'd like somebody else that's got shooting ability to go with you, like Shadow, for instance. Although Millsy's got a decent gun, she might be a good shot. Shadow's probably a better thought to go with that. Let's go with you. I should probably grab an animal, shouldn't I? If it was 1 person plus an animal, there's a good chance if they get attacked, I might not be able to defend them. Unless I send a person and an animal, that could do it. Slime girl. I have game. What with 19 social? It's insane how much money you can save by using that instead of someone that already has 3. Most of mine have like 16. Like the good social people got 16. But in saying that, like, they still have like some injuries and stuff. Like Corpsey, I think he's got like asthma, or I think it's asthma. I'll check him in a minute. But like Labia, I know she's got like various injuries and shit. Yeah. If you're gonna be, what, 28 kilos of weight, so I could probably send a horse with you. I can nearly send another person, but I'll send a foal and Corpsey. I'll just ricochet him the fuck out here. And then I'll grab like Shadow and maybe like another person or another animal or something. Because the components shouldn't be heavy. One small animal should be sufficient. But they're going to get attacked. And I know that. So let's load you up. I'm not fucking around with this. I want components. I guess I have to like still make it fit. Okay. 6,000 will fit. I don't know how much components are these days. Hang on a ticket. Pods? Components? Wherever the fuck components are in my list. Hang on a second. When we get near the top again. I feel like I might have gone past. There it is. They are roughly $30 odd. Hold on a second. How much am I actually going to need for this? Give or take. Obviously a bit of wiggle room. But let's just say it's a 32. I need 44. I think it'd be like 1,000 or so. 6 grand should be all right. Theoretically, should be fine. Should be enough. Send that. You guys got no food, but that's okay. I'll send Shadow in this one. And I'll send Shadow with like some food and shit. Because a horse, some food, some silver, and 2 people doing sale. Like, obviously, if I can send another person with them, that'd be great. But it will have to wait until the first pod has been popped before I can rebuild another one. And then I don't really mind sending another person. Where the fuck are you, Shadow? You're like all the way down here somewhere. I could send Tofu. Tofu's just nuts for fighting. Costa, Bora. I don't really like sending my people that I don't want to lose, you know? I think it cut my transaction in half. Oh, yeah. Where the fuck did you go? I must scroll past him so hard. It's back up in here somewhere. I will scroll past him like 2 or 3 times because he used to have a nice little hat. And now I don't notice him as much. Although I could sell Mal. That's a pretty solid shot, isn't he? Yeah, he's a good shot. Fuck yeah, we'll send Mal. Bit of a different dynamic, but this will be okay. My leader is pre-built pawn. Made better survival chance. They gave her really good traits, but awful skills to help balance it. So when I brought in my original 21 colonists, I brought them in with the skills that they originally had when I got them. Which is kind of cool because they're a bit of a mixed bag. I have like a few that are like pacifists and shit, which do make it a little bit difficult. Because I think I had like 4 pacifists in the 21 at least. Which, you know, it's great that they can do other shit, but if a fight breaks out, it's gonna pair it up roughly equal and shit. I do want probably about 50 of that. Caravan mass is too much. Alright, hold on. I may have to... They should be fine with like not a lot because they're not that far away. About 10 days worth of food should give them a bit of wiggle room to move around since they're not going out and coming back. My only problem is I've got to load this up with some vegetable shit, but I don't think I have any to spare. Okay, I have like nothing for that horse, which means it's going to be eating probably the survival meal. I could give them simple meals as well. Realistically, like I could scrap that and chuck in another colonist. Like 10 days worth of food's not too bad. I'd rather have the gunpowder, honestly, just because of how much money they're going to be trotting around. If I can't buy 44 components, if I can't buy that, I will just return home with what I can get. In the worst case scenario is if I can't make that particular component quest, we'll just use them. So it's not like it's going to be lost. What the fuck are you in here, mate? Strapping. Coyote. There you are. And it's slightly too heavy. Just a tiny bit too heavy. This is taking out almost all your food, mate. I don't think we can send Shadow. It's like 3 days worth of food. Like if they eat before they go, it's not too bad. But this is not just them. What about their simple meals? They'd be lighter, right? Or actually, maybe not. I don't think those are necessarily lighter. Hold on. How many can I put in there? 2.3. Yeah, okay. So I guess Shadow's going to have to go on the second cart. And... no. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm like thinking about this. But if I send just a couple of days worth of food, send another pod with actual food and maybe like another gunner or something, they'll be fine. So we'll do that. We will set them up. And ideally, I'd love to have like a third pod going here, but I don't super have that space just yet. So this will be more than enough. This will use a couple of my components, bit of my steel. Let's go find somebody. Howdy, mate. What are you doing? You're kind of in a neutral mindset, but can you come and build? Well, it's not build, it's really just packing, I guess. Anybody that can do hauling can be in this. Alright. They're not going to do shit. Alright, well, it's up to my colonist to get this done, so we'll see. Pause move while asleep. No, it's okay if I can. I won't try to hold your paw because otherwise you'll probably get spooked from spider nightmares. I actually ran out of components myself. I mean, we had like 300 odd when we arrived. I've just been building some shit, you know? So I'm a little bit out. Plus, if any of these turrets break, which one is currently broken over here, they are going to go and automatically repair it. So that is a bit of a problem because it's gonna use up that, you know? So yeah, I'm going to use up the couple of components I've got. We do have this full tilt production line business going on here, and now everything's enabled for them to actually use it. So it should be a little bit more efficient. We should be able to make up at least a bit of the gap, hopefully. Hey, Brahman. I don't know if we have any milk in the colony. Oh no, we got like six grand. So yeah. Yeah, they got stuff. We can't make like cheese and stuff. I don't have no mods and stuff like that. I knew like one of my friends had like coffee and cheese and stuff like that. And I always thought it was funny seeing like the little tiny wheels of cheese. I'm like, I sort of wish that that was part of the game because, you know, dairy produce and stuff to go with like, you know, dairy meat, kibble, eggs, and veggies and all that sort of stuff. Does make sense, but it is like a higher processing thing, and it's like beyond simple meals, packaged survival meals. It's like, you know. I have 3. Need vitals monitor, and that's it. Oh yeah, we've got like a shit ton of vital monitors to go install. Thanks for reminding me. They are in here. There we go. Yeah, thanks for that. Was I putting it? Yeah, I was putting it between them and stuff. So yeah, I ended up like just touching up a little bit of where my storage areas are as well. You might see I have like this one singular medical spot because I'm going to have like about 4-ish medical areas and stuff. I kind of want to have like only like one pile because they can stack up to like 10,000 in my colony because of the deep stacks mod, right? I don't have many mods, but I do have that one. And because of that, the only downside is they might stack all the medicine in one pile, and then only one person can access that one medicine stack at a time. So I don't really want that, like with the meat and the marble. We're having an issue where nobody would build anything because one person had dibs on the marble stack. And that was a bit of a pain in the ass. So I've reduced the amount of area. It's just one. It will hold a type of medicine or whatever. And I think I had another line of it somewhere. It was down in this one. Let's see. Yeah, I did 2 individual spots for this. So I think one should be a better medicine than the other, I think. Oh no, it can hold either. Okay, well that's interesting. I guess depending on the depending on the hospital, we're gonna have different medical care. Also, I found some of my organs and prosthetics and shit, so... Oh, hold on. That one's ready. It's this one. Still got a shit ton of silver to go. I do want that to load, and I don't want to launch these guys until food's ready, but if I launch them preemptively and they've got food, I can start packing another one. So let's get that the fuck out of here. So I kind of want to go to the furthest one. I feel like that's this. And then we're gonna go to these and then that one, hopefully. So we'll start over here. And we visit them. Let's visit them as that. I love that it's like give to a gift. It's like, no. Hey Valmate, can I get you to just reconstruct that? As soon as that's reconstructed, I'll get that out there. Also, I don't know why there's one square yak here. I don't know what that's about. We'll figure it out later. I don't know. It's just very standalone, and I have very clear animal sleeping spots, so I don't know what this one's about. I don't know what was so important about this yak. But it has clearly been set on fire, so, you know. That's how I gotta just remember. Someone used to have... They used to have hairy milk and hairy cheese. I mean, I've heard of like... What's it, hairy tofu? Or I think it's actually referred to as like smelly tofu or something. And it looks like it's like this most velvety fuzz on like tofu and stuff when it grows. And then they like... I think they like roll it in, I think, vinegar and spices and stuff. And I'm like, I'd be kind of keen to try it. But it's like fuzziness aspect. I do wonder about that. So I'm like, do they... There we go. Do they like reuse those particular trays to like reseed the like reinoculate like the next batch? Or do they have to like start over, completely like wash it or like, I don't know, get rid of it or something? I know I watch a lot of like weird food documentary type stuff. What else we got to do if you lot? Got the stash of valuables nearby. We're building the new grow rooms and hospital. Okay, hold on. Was that... I guess I could build this ASAP because we got winter coming. So let's build that. I should have enough marble, hopefully, that my people might be able to get building this because we had a shortage. And I was trying my best not to build any additional unnecessary buildings for the sake of getting all the bedrooms made, like ASAP, you know? So since I think most of the external walls should be done and we should have excess marble, I should be good to go making this because I do need another full tilt grow room because it's 11th of September. By the time they build this, which shouldn't need our support, I don't think. But once they build that, we'll get the things inside built. I also want them to deconstruct this and build it too, but I don't want to lose the shape, if that makes sense. I want them to build this and for me to deconstruct like bits of the wall and stuff. And I need that to move up, I guess, into the corner there. I'll do it. And that one to move upwards too. Wait. Yeah, no, it's going upwards. I've got like, instead of it being like one of those perfect like spirally things that most people do, I am